What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Fabrizio Romano has dropped a big boost for Liverpool in their pursuit of Serge Gnabry, who will be the main focus of this video, but we will talk a lot about other Liverpool transfer targets as well. And Fabrizio Romano said that Serge Gnabry only has 1 year left on his contract, and if Salihamidzic said, the Bayern chief director, if a player doesn't want to decide for the club, then we can find a solution that makes everyone happy. Which means that if Gnabry doesn't sign a new contract this summer, then Bayern will sell him and Liverpool could get him on a bargain price, because Serge Gnabry's true value is around 60-70 million pounds, but Liverpool could get him for like 20-30 million pounds this summer and get a player who could be the long-term replacement of Mohamed Salah if Salah decides to leave the club, because Serge Gnabry can play as the right winger. And even if Salah stays, I think signing Gnabry in this window would be the perfect solution for Liverpool, because we don't really have a proper backup for Salah. That is the one position where Liverpool don't have an out-and-out right winger to play in Salah's position. Yes, Fabio Carvalho can play there, Jota can play there, maybe even Luis Diaz can play there, but none of those players, none of them is the favorite position, the right wing. So I think that Liverpool signing Gnabry would be an absolutely brilliant transfer in this summer transfer window. And Serge Gnabry is at the perfect age. He's 26 years old, so his best years are probably ahead of him. And also he had a really awesome season, scoring 17 goals for Bayern Munich and getting 10 assists in just 45 games. 27 goal contributions is more than 1 goal on an assist every 2 games. And in the Bundesliga he had 14 goals and 6 assists in 34 games. And every time I watched Gnabry play, he looked like an electric, absolutely brilliant, very direct, very pacey, skillful, high intensity player, which would suit Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp's style of play, in my opinion. So let me know guys, would you be in favor of Liverpool signing Gnabry? I think Liverpool already have a good relationship with Bayern Munich. We already discussed the Sadio Mane transfer with them. So why not try and bring in Serge Gnabry as well? And I mean, Serge Gnabry is a brilliant goal-scoring midfielder, and he scored 23 goals in the 2019-20 season for Bayern Munich in all competitions. So it shows that he can be a 20-goal-a-season player, something similar to Sadio Mane. Mo Salah is a 30-goal-a-season player, so it's almost impossible to replace him. But I think signing Serge Gnabry would be one of the big steps in securing Liverpool's future when it comes to attacking players. Serge Gnabry is also a German international player. He has 20 goals in 34 matches for the German national team, which is an absolutely phenomenal record. And in total, in just 4 seasons, he already scored 63 goals for Bayern Munich. And he's not an injury-prone player. He averages around 40 to 45 games for Bayern Munich. And also he started out at Arsenal in the Premier League, but he didn't play a lot of games in the Premier League, so I'm sure that he would want to come back to the Premier League and show everybody how good he has become. And Arsenal in the end selling him to Werder Bremen wasn't really a good decision in my opinion, because he went on to become a world-class player at Bayern Munich. And Gnabry wanted to join the Bayern Munich Youth Academy, but because it was a 2-hour drive from his home in Stuttgart, he went to Arsenal when he was only 15 years old. And this is what Arsene Wenger, the Arsenal manager, said about Gnabry in 2020. He's creative, Gnabry. He can score goals. He can play with his right foot, with his left foot. He has good power, good penetration, very clever with the timing of his runs. I knew he would have a great career. He can be a number 9, a number 10. He's a very intelligent player. He can play on either side of the wing. He's lightning quick, he's a clinical finisher, but he puts a lot of work into his defense as well. He's making these deep runs back to his own box defending, so he's tracking back, and that's something that you have to do if you play for a Jurgen Klopp side. And he's capable of doing this work, while on the other hand making deep runs in attack as well. So I think Serge Gnabry would be a brilliant signing for Liverpool. And Bayern sporting director Hasan Salihamidzic sat down with the Bild newspaper and discussed what will happen with Serge Gnabry and Lewandowski. The signing of Sadio Mane has nothing to do with Serge Gnabry. We still want to resume talks with Gnabry and see whether he's willing to extend during the transfer window, but if not, then we have to find a solution which is good for Gnabry and good for Bayern. Basically, he's implying that we might have to sell Gnabry in this transfer window because Bayern can't really afford to give Gnabry away on a free transfer. Serge Gnabry is a German international, Salihamidzic said, and he fits into our team perfectly. We don't want to go into the final year of his contract without hearing from him that he wants to stay. There should be no pressure. Nevertheless, from the club's point of view, it's only fair that if the player does not want to extend, we have to find a solution that satisfies all parties involved. Basically, that means we have to find a buyer for him because Bayern are not really in a financial situation where they can give away players who are worth 50, 60 million euros on a free transfer. And they don't really want to sell Lewandowski either. He said, our position is clear on Robert Lewandowski. He has a contract until the summer of 2023, and I'm expecting to see Robert Lewandowski turn up for pre-season training on July the 12th. So Bayern really want Lewandowski to stay. They don't want him to go to Barcelona, but probably if Barcelona cough up enough money, then they are willing to sell him. And that's the same with Gnabry. If Liverpool come in with a good offer, which is like maybe 30 million pounds, then I think Gnabry could be a Liverpool player. And I already said I would have done a straight swap with Sadio Mane and Serge Gnabry because Mane is a better player than Gnabry, but Mane is older. They both have just 1 year left on their contract, so doing a straight swap deal would have made sense to me, but now we can just pay a similar amount of money to what Bayern Munich have paid us for Sadio Mane, and that could be an ideal scenario in my opinion. So Liverpool should really just pick up the phone and ask Bayern, what do you want for Serge Gnabry transfer? Because I'm sure Gnabry would be interested in joining one of the best clubs in the world, and he would be interested in playing in the Premier League once again. He already knows the league, having been at Arsenal Youth Academy, and I think he has a point to prove in England to show everybody what a great player he is. Because I remember Tony Pulis, who was at West Brom, he said that he was not good enough, Gnabry, for top flight football. So for him to go on to become one of Bayern Munich's best players, and he won absolutely everything with Bayern in recent years, the Bundesliga, the Champions League, everything. And he also is a German international. I would love Gnabry to come back to the Premier League and to just prove everybody wrong that he is indeed good enough for top flight football. I think waiting 1 more year to try and get Gnabry on a free transfer is a very dangerous prospect because a lot of clubs can offer Gnabry higher wages than what Liverpool are offering. But if right now we can thresh out a deal with Bayern Munich, I think it's worth it to pay another 20 million or 25 million to Bayern Munich to get Gnabry early and to guarantee him joining Liverpool. And he could easily play for Liverpool for the next 5 years in my opinion, and he wouldn't command as high a salary as somebody like Mo Salah or Sadio Mane were they to extend their contracts at Liverpool. Of course, Mane already went to Bayern Munich, so I think long-term replacing Salah with Gnabry, even though I don't want Salah to be replaced, I want Salah to be at Liverpool for the next 5-6 years. But I'm realistic. I know that Liverpool aren't really offering Salah the wages that he wants, so we have to be realistic and we have to try and be prepared for every scenario, and getting Gnabry from Bayern would certainly be a big boost for Liverpool. And Liverpool are keen to extend the contract of Naby Keita as well, and Paul Robinson said that Liverpool can't really afford to lose Naby Keita because he's such a talented midfielder, and I think, in my opinion, the best is still yet to come from Naby Keita in a Liverpool shirt. Paul Robinson said he had a lot of game time last season and he played well. I was really impressed by Naby Keita. When you consider that Mane has gone, Salah and Firmino only have 1 year left on his contract, it is important that you keep Naby Keita. You don't want to lose too many big players in one summer. Keita played a lot better than people expected him to this year. I think he was excellent at times. It is very important that Liverpool keep him. He has been much improved and he also improved his fitness. You have to remember that Liverpool lost Wijnaldum last year and they did not replace him really. They can't really afford to lose another. I think even though like Thiago wasn't an out-and-out replacement of Wijnaldum, but he certainly has come in and he has been an even better signing than Wijnaldum was, in my opinion. In terms of the quality that Thiago has, is just world class. And according to BBC Sport, Nottingham Forest are doing everything they can to sign Neco Williams from Liverpool this summer, and I'm a little bit surprised that Fulham are not trying to sign him, because he has been at Fulham on loan last season, so they know firsthand how good he is. He has started basically every game for half a season when he went to Fulham on loan. But Nottingham Forest, of course, want to strengthen their team. They already signed ex-Liverpool player Taiwo Avoni from Union Berlin for £17 million, and that means Liverpool get 1.7 million because of a 10% sell-on clause that Liverpool inserted into his contract. And Nottingham Forest also are making some good moves. They signed Dean Henderson, the goalkeeper, from Manchester United as well, and it looks like they are doing everything to try and sign Neco Williams. Liverpool are open to selling him, but I think we want around £15 million for him, so if Nottingham Forest will offer that, probably Liverpool will sell him. And remember Ben Davies, who we signed when he had like 6 months left on his contract for like £500,000. Now it looks like Liverpool could get a big profit on him, because Celtic and Middlesbrough are trying to sign Ben Davies, and the asking price is around £4 million. So Liverpool could make a hefty profit on him, which is pretty decent. And Monaco manager Philippe Clement has said something very interesting about Takumi Minamino. Of course, he's going to Monaco for around £13 million, and this represents an opportunity for Minamino after being faced with a lot of competition at Liverpool. He was very high on our list, the Monaco manager said. Everyone here is convinced that Minamino has the qualities to bring something to the team. He already has experience, and he has done a lot of good things at Salzburg in a style close to ours, just like at Liverpool, where there is a lot of competition. That's why this is an opportunity for him, and I really hope that he tears up the French league, because it's a lot easier to play in the French league, and I think Minamino is a very good player, not world class, but very, very good, and he will be probably one of Monaco's best players, and hopefully he will score a lot of goals in the French league. And I will watch a lot of Monaco highlights just to see how he does. And Sadio Mane's PR agent said something very interesting in an interview. He was asked, did Sadio Mane leave Liverpool because he was earning low wages? And he said, those are false rumors. We didn't want to talk about that. A player of Sadio Mane's caliber can't be earning the salary that people are speaking about. The numbers circulating are completely wrong. Sadio was already earning more than that when he joined Liverpool from Southampton. He extended his contract in 2018 and his salary was much higher than the numbers circulating in the media. So Sadio Mane certainly didn't leave Liverpool because he was on low wages. He left Liverpool because he wanted a new challenge. He wanted to challenge himself, to motivate himself, to go to a new club, to a new environment, to prove himself once again, and also to win new trophies with a new big club like Bayern Munich. So farewell Sadio, goodbye, and I wish you all the success at Bayern Munich, except when you play against Liverpool, of course. And Fabrizio Romano also confirmed that the Minamino deal to Monaco has gone through. It will be 15 million euros plus 3 million euro add-ons, so that's 80 million euros. That's around 13-14 million pounds in total. I think that's a pretty decent deal for Takumi Minamino, considering he was basically a fringe player at Liverpool most of the time. And there is a new Jordan Henderson is Never Done documentary, which is absolutely brilliant. And in that, Jurgen Klopp said, when I arrived here, Henderson was injured. He didn't know me really well. It's the same situation. He knew me from the television. He had no idea how I am, who I am, stuff like this. And he was injured. That's not a good situation for a player when a new manager is coming in and you are injured. So I remember when he asked if he could come with us to the game. I've forgotten which game it was. Well, it's an away game, even when he cannot play, but wanting to be in the dressing room. I thought, yeah, you can, but do you not have anything more serious to do, like rehab or whatever? It took a while until I understood that he wanted to prove a point. He never had to, but that's like a little bit of insecurity probably. That's obviously different now with his maturity, and he obviously grew up since we worked together. Nothing that we have achieved in the past few years would have happened without him. That's easy to say. There are so many different things you do over the course of a season to keep a group together and keep a group going in difficult moments, and Henderson is great in that. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.